Hola, buenos dias. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in Cusco, and I am now in Plaza de Armas. So for today, I'm up for an adventure. I've decided to visit one of the most popular ruins here in Cusco. My friends have been there, so I decided to just go there alone, and I did not join any group tour because I saw that you can actually go there on foot. So by walk for today, allow me to take you to Saqsaywaman. So if you're visiting Cusco and you also want to go to Saqsaywaman by walking, a good starting point would be the Basilica Cathedral. So there, right there. So you have to go all the way through the McDonald's here. So there's KFC, McDonald's, so these are good landmarks. Then just walk right up the alley. So the most challenging part of the walk is having to go up the stairs in Kaliaras. So this is the San Cristobal Church. It has a really beautiful courtyard outside of it. And the best part of being here is you get sweeping views of the city of Puka. So the first step to going to Saqsaywaman is to buy a boleto turistico. So there's one at the entrance of Saqsaywaman. So what I did is I got the one that's valid for 10 days. So here in Cusco, you have the option to buy a ticket that's valid for 1 or 2 days that costs you 70 soles. So for example, for this one, it covers four places, 4 ruins, Saqsaywaman, Pukara, and Tambomachay. But since I'm also going to other places tomorrow, Tipon and Tigalakta, the good man said that it's more practical to get this one. It's valid for 10 days and it's 130 soles. So that's like a savings of 10 soles. Okay, so come join me as I visit Saqsaywaman. I'm welcomed by this deer alpaca. So of course, no trip to Cusco is complete without really getting to know the alpacas. So I think the alpacas about it. Hola, bienvenido a Saqsaywaman. So Saqsaywaman is one of the ruins in the northern part of Cusco. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it's actually a fortress during the Inca Empire. Based on my research, it was the Kelke culture that first inhabited this area in the 900s. In 1100, they started building parts of what we see now. But it was in the 1300s when the Inca tribe actually really massively developed and expanded Saqsaywaman. So again, this is a fortress. And the most interesting thing about Saqsaywaman and even the other ruins that I got to visit is the stonework. So it's hard to believe that humans actually did this because of how perfectly the stones fit so well together. So historians say that the Inca tribe really did a lot of work for this, that hundreds or even thousands of men had to do this because look at how the stones are so perfectly shaped so that they fit well together, and you can't even fit a sheet of paper in between these stones. Sadly though, according to my readings, parts of Saqsaywaman were actually demolished by the Spaniards when they conquered Cusco. And what they do is they actually stole the stones so that they could recycle or use it for the government buildings, offices, and houses that they were building. Because they knew that the Indians, who were the slaves that they were using then, using or hiring then to actually build the offices or buildings, couldn't do just the kind of work that the Incas did. So really, it's really the stonework that always amazes us when we visit the ruins here in Cusco, which is also, I think, the historical and archaeological capital of America. Okay, so the guides say that it would take us roughly 2 to 3 hours to actually explore the whole of Saqsaywaman. So come join me, vamos! So here in Cusco, prepare to do a lot of walking, trekking, and hiking. So you haven't been to Cusco, if you didn't really come visit the ruins like Saqsaywaman or Sacred Valley. Machu Picchu, I haven't been there, but I'm going there on my last week here. So prepare to do a lot of walking, so you have to be physically fit. And I would recommend really investing on a good pair of shoes when you're here. So for me, my personal opinion is like the normal tennis shoes won't do, because some of the roads are really slippery with the stones, and some are even muddy. So yeah, a good pair of like trail or trekking shoes. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm really trying to do my walk slowly because I still have 4 sites to visit for today. So taking it slow and easy. Hola! So I just finished visiting Saqsaywaman. I spent almost 2 hours walking around it. It was really very interesting. Every corner almost has a story to tell. If you're spending only a limited time in Cusco City, I really recommend that you include Saqsaywaman in your list of places to visit because it's really beautiful and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's also the closest ruins in Plaza de Armas. So one of those spots that I really wanted to visit ever since I got here in Cusco is Cristo Blanco. So this is high up in a hill and you can actually see it even when you're in the city, when you're like in the center of Cusco. So I'm so happy to be here. This is very close to Saqsaywaman. So when you do your Saqsaywaman tour, I recommend that first you go to Saqsaywaman. It's gonna take you like 2 hours to explore it. Then come here to Cristo Blanco. So hi, now I'm in Kenko. This is just near to Saqsaywaman, so I walked for around 10 to 15 minutes, although I can't say that it was an easy walk. So Kenko in Quechua, it stands for zigzag. So the Spaniards were the ones who gave this structure, this site, that name, because looking from the top, it actually seems that there are zigzag lines carved into the rocks. Also, it's like a maze here, so I'm now walking in like the maze-like chambers of Blanco. It's actually very interesting. So they say that the purpose of the zigzag lines is it's where the Incas actually pour chicha or sacrificial blood from the llamas in order to ensure that they have good harvest for the following year. So look at that. Cool, right? So I'm gonna go there in a bit. So it has to be one way. So Kenko, according to what I've read, this was used primarily for ceremonial purposes by the Incas. So aside from the zigzag channels, which I just showed you, another interesting thing about Kenko is its underground passageways. One of which I'm in right now. So definitely interesting to be here. It's so cold in here. And I guess they also do some rituals in this underground like tunnel. Maybe they keep some of their food here. I really don't know. I'm gonna ask the guy later. But definitely this is one of the most interesting things and experiences for the Saqsaywaman circuit. Okay. I took the public bus here to Pukara from Blanco. So great experience. Hola! So it's almost noontime and I'm standing at the entrance of Pukara. From Kenko, I took a public bus. Going here, it just cost me un sol. You can also take a taxi if you like. Walking may not be recommended. I thought that was a far drive. So yeah, this is my 3rd archaeological ruin for this Saturday morning. Then after this one, I'm going to Tambomachay. So come join me as I explore Pukara. So Pukara stands for Red Puka, Pukara Fortress, so Red Fortress in Quechua. Quechua, by the way, is the local dialect and the most commonly spoken dialect or language here in Cusco, Peru. So Pukara served as a military base during the Inca Empire. So you can see here that the stones are irregularly shaped. And the reason why I've read it's because Pukara was actually built in a rush because they really had to build a military base out of necessity because that time was troublesome. So why Red Fortress? So they say that at dusk or at twilight, these stones turn reddish, especially during the Incan time. And actually, upon close-up view, you can really see that the rocks are truly reddish. So probably because of the iron. Hola! So I'm now at the entrance of the final ruin that I'm visiting today. So it's still part of the Saqsaywaman district or circuit that I'm doing. So this is Tambomachay, Benvenido a Tambomachay. So as you can see here, the elevation, I'm not sure if you can see, but the elevation is 3,765 meters or 12,300 feet above sea level. So good thing that I've had a lot of Puka and maybe I'm acclimating better now. I'm on my second month here, so it's a bit easier for me to adjust to this altitude already. Okay, so come join me as I explore Tambomachay. So I'm still in Tambomachay. Honestly, I'm feeling so tired. I started my Saqsaywaman walking tour at 8:30. It's now alauna, 1 p.m. My legs are really about to give up, so I'm resting for a bit here. I also bought some corn, mais. So I'll try to focus. In here, the corn here in Cusco is bigger than what we have in the Philippines. Actually, here, besides the patatas, so they have different variants of patatas. Corn is also very big. The Inca corn, if you go to Healthy Options, they have Inca corn there. So this is where it came from, Cusco, Peru. I love it. That's my favorite snack. Okay, so I'm about to try the corn that I bought. Here in the Philippines, they serve it usually with margarine and salt, right? Or is it butter? I'm not sure. But in here, they serve it with cheese. Yeah, can you see the cheese that she served it? It's like goat cheese, I think. Well, I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask later. So I'm gonna try this. It tastes good. It tastes very clean. It's less flavorful than the corn in the Philippines, I think, and even in Japan. So this is definitely different than sweet corn, but these feels so light. I'm gonna try it with the cheese. Yeah. So the cheese definitely adds that salty and creamy flavor to the corn. So there's a bit more texture here. Yeah, I like this. It's my first time actually to try this corn here in Peru, and yeah, this is a good snack because it's 1 p.m. I haven't had lunch yet. I had a really light breakfast, but I plan to have my first meal with Monica when I get back to Plaza de Armas. So I'm gonna have this snack first just to fuel up a bit and also to rest because I'm really super exhausted. Okay, I'm gonna finish my corn and get back to you in a bit.